Hey guys, and welcome back to Cursed Dice Heroes for our fourth game of our Chronicles of Rhunerin campaign. We rejoin our heroes. Actually, who wants to do the recap this game?
I've got it. Okay, so last time we went to go check on some monks from a local abbey. Turns out that some of them had been attacked by what they said was orcs. When we tried to remove a weapon from one of them that had been impaled, they turned into a bat demon. We fought some bat demons, saved them, rushed them back to town trying to get them back to get an exorcist, and we succeeded. And then we went to bed.
More like collapse into bed.
Close enough.
A well-earned rest.
Okay. You guys all start to... You guys all start to slowly rouse to consciousness. You guys can smell the scent of cooking from downstairs. Although it doesn't really smell like breakfast, and the sun's kind of high in the sky. What do you guys do?
I just kind of look out the window. It's fine. Get out of bed.
I feel briefly ashamed.
I attempt to... Are there any, basic items in the room, like candlesticks? Or
Yeah, there is a simple bedstand. There's a iron candlestick. There's a small doily that it sits on. There's some curtains that are currently pulled.
Okay. I attempt to take the candlestick, some of the curtains if I can get them off, and things like that, and some basic stuff. And I attempt to make a little offering in front of Mordrax's door before he gets up.
Okay.
And I tried to.
Who's sharing a room with Mordrax?
I'm pretty
That
sure
would-
you...
I think it was no, to be quite honest.
I'm not certain. I couldn't remember. We had two
didn't
or
write
three
this.
rooms. I
Three
know
rooms, I have my own.
You have your own. I think you're in a room with me, so probably you two.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think you were the one that bit the bullet on that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So you see him get up and start gathering all the random sundries from the room.
What are you doing?
I am doing my daily offering.
To...
None of your business! You keep getting involved in my spiritual affairs!
I'm sorry,
Mind your
I
own business!
did not realize this was religious, whatever you're doing right now.
It's important.
It looks more destructive than anything.
I have to do this. It's cultural.
You?
Are all of your people like this?
My people? Oh, what are we talking about my people now?
I don't know. I've never met
Never
anybody-
mind. I
Bobby, you
walk
hear
out.
bickering from the next room over.
I walk out, close the door, and head down to breakfast, not really caring.
As when I wake up, I, for a quick moment, start acting as if I'm about to put up a tent before realizing, oh yeah, I'm in a city, so I don't have a tent right now. And get back down to...
When you open the door, though, make a perception roll.
Let's see here. 27.
27, you spot the pile of things just kind of stacked up in front of your door.
Oh, probably for good known. I probably tried to shoot the bowl to wash your hands and stuff. I probably emptied that out just out the window and put 3 pieces of gold in there too.
Okay. There's 3 pieces of gold in there, so...
I just walk over and ignore it. That's just weird.
Okay. Well,
I'm not particularly worried about the lateness of the day as far as getting up, because I'm not much of an early riser anyways, so...
You see the same pile of junk as you go to leave.
Do I see that there's gold in there?
Yeah. 3 whole
I-
pieces.
I'm going to take that.
Okay.
That's going to be my gold now.
You have acquired 3 more pieces of gold.
I mean, for all I know, that was there for me. There's no way to tell. There's not a name on it as far as I know.
Exactly.
Just a pile of stuff.
And Poppy, do you join him?
yeah, I'm probably... Between the bickering and the randomness, I'm probably not going to actually get to concentrate on my katas, so just go downstairs.
As you guys get downstairs, you come into the hustle and bustle of the lunch. A lot of workers in there seem to be on their breaks from their day jobs. Idaven is quickly serving up meals and dishing them out. Huxley, oddly enough, is in the corner of the room. which you've never really seen Huxley in the Stag's Crown before.
It makes sense for him to be here. I'm sure he has his reasons.
Who's gonna get in trouble?
I look for an open seat.
You find a seat near the bar.
I go for it.
Okay. Idavin quickly moves by you with a tray of food for another patron. Oh, one moment. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
As he drops
sure
that
did.
food, and as you guys begin to settle into your spots, he comes by. Okay, so what can I get for you all today?
What do you have fresh?
We have some nice cuts of venison. We have beef. We have pheasant stuffed with vegetables. We have a nice potato soup.
I think that pheasant stuffed with vegetables sounds interesting.
Okay. The rest of you?
Happen to have anything breakfasty left over?
It was cold. We've already gotten rid of it. And you wouldn't want it by now anyways.
Soup for me.
Soup?
Can I have venison and wine?
Venison wine?
You said cuts of meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
That sounds fine.
I'll also take venison.
Okay. Well, I will be back here in a little bit. Do you guys want your normal drinks?
Wow, I've already got a normal drink. Yes.
Okay.
Sounds fine.
He rushes over and he converses with his wife. He goes in the back. She comes over and gives you a milk, gives you your wine, and gives you three just kind of the local ale.
Did everyone sleep well?
Too well.
I certainly slept long.
I mean too well.
Well,
Slept really late.
well, as we play
Well-
outside.
It's all relative, really.
Yes, really, it is.
I mean, none of the rest of us got up any earlier, so it's not as though you
You did
missed
a lot of
anything.
work yesterday. You're allowed to take a break.
So it's
If
not,
you say
it's
so.
not like you have monastery duties to do, right? So
Well, no, but I should still be,
Look,
functional.
you were told
Slightly
to find
productive.
your own path.
Well,
Perhaps
I
your
don't-
perhaps your path is waking up when the sun is high.
I really don't think so.
Okay, we'll see.
Huxley comes over and sits down, and he has a large satchel over his shoulder. Excuse me, would it be alright if I join you all?
Feel free to.
That's motive.
Let's go with the pheasant.
23.
See Idavin nod. You get the sense that he's here for a purpose. This isn't a casual visit. Well, I've been talking with Miles, and we've got together, and he slides out a flat wooden box from the satchel he's holding, slides it over to you guys. We all agree that this should go to you.
What is it?
What's wrong with it?
Open it up.
I reach over, kind of slide over, open it.
It is filled with coins. They're all in nice tight rows. The final row isn't entirely filled up, but it's pretty full. There are a lot of coins in there.
I only seem to be slightly bothered by the fact that there's an entire row that's not completely filled. Only a little bit. Like a.
And the box seems to be like one of those specialized boxes for carrying coins.
Well, thank you very much. We will put this to good use.
No, trust me, thank you guys. You've done a lot of services for us. It's time that you guys get paid for them.
makes sense to me.
I mean, I will not turn down coin. I can go to good uses. And it does keep us going. And we'll make sure to split this up evenly.
They bring over a ale for Huxley. His looks very, very dark.
What are you having?
Dark brew.
It's a very good brew. It's very,
He
very,
brings
very
it-
good.
He brings it up very close to his nose and takes a deep inhale, leaving just a little bit of the foam still on his nose as he leans back. Got a foam beard.
That's a pro.
He's very proper while he cleans himself up, though. Idavin comes back over with several plates and begins setting them down around you. Huxley takes out his napkin, he straightens it, he properly tucks it in, and he adjusts his silverware to like the proper table settings.
So we all look like heathens.
I adjust mine a little bit out of
I do not.
self-consciousness.
I put mine a little more askew than it already was.
I just don't care because it's like that's just.
I'm probably stuck like halfway going. I just holding it with my bare
Don't
hand.
care. I don't care if it's protocol. It's just it's useful to me. That's all that matters.
Huxley's tail swishes back and forth as he takes in a deep inhale from the scent of the pheasant. And then he stops for a moment and goes like this and kind of whispers a quiet prayer to himself.
I just eat.
Yep.
Yeah, just eat.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't seem to be particularly judgmental of you guys on it. He just is having his own quiet moment.
I don't know about that.
The judging is internal.
And you make a sense motive on it if you want to.
Is the judging internal? Probably not going to get this one. Who knows? Maybe he's not a great
17.
liar.
He got a natural 20.
Oh,
Ah.
boo.
Boo.
14. Oh, okay.
He just seems to be poised and focused on his meal.
Hmm.
Starts taking small cuts of the pheasant off.
Okay, so what thing were we wanting to do today?
I think it's appropriate since we're waking up so late, but maybe going and seeing about those lights.
And that would certainly put Geralt's mind at ease.
A little bit here, a little bit there. I mean, yours isn't necessarily time sensitive, and this could
No,
be
not at all.
potentially an enemy. So we should probably take care of that first.
So, I know not the most proper dinner or lunch conversation, but are any of you skilled in enhanced interrogation?
Enhanced interrogation.
I don't really even know how to do basic interrogation.
What is the term enhanced mean?
Oh, getting information out of people beyond just the questioning.
I think what he means is possibly just short of torture, or maybe torture.
So somewhere around that area.
Why do we need to stoop down to enhanced torture exactly?
Torture.
Are the stockades
More
not?
than regular torture.
Are the stockades not working well enough?
Not for Buford, no.
Oh.
We're trying to get some detailed information on exactly what's been going on with him, and he's not been forthcoming with it. Yeah, he folds his ears down. It's been extremely frustrating. From what little we've been able to gather, it looks like he's been possibly working with a group.
There's more of them in town?
Maybe not in town, but some of the goings-on seems like it likely involved more than one people. Are you all familiar with why Buford has such a bad reputation in town?
I can't remember exactly.
Not exactly.
Maybe he was trapping people in dungeons. I think that would probably make people kind of mad at him.
Well, and before we knew of that, pretty much everywhere Buford worked and about everywhere he'd go, it was just plagued with random accidents. Things that couldn't be connected to anyone specific, just bad things would happen. Ladders would break when people were at the very top of it. Crates would shatter when they'd have heavy goods in them, dumping them on people. Boats would spring leaks. All sorts of things, usually resulting in injury. Up to this point, we thought the guy was just very unlucky and likely it was just coincidence. A lot of the town folks had taken to saying that he was cursed and were trying to avoid him. But it looks like this may have been more engineered.
Does he know magic?
Not from what we can tell. He's also clearly not just a regular person. He is very willful. He's very resistant to our questioning.
Mm-hmm.
Did you try asking nicely?
I have tried asking nicely.
No.
It didn't
I'm out of
work.
ideas.
I have one idea, but I'd like to hear others' ideas first. Mine does not involve enhanced interrogation, mind you.
Not even enhanced torture.
Not enhanced torture either.
Okay. It's generally not the way I get information from people, so.
No other ideas, really?
Well, normally the town isn't presented with conspiracy-level situations.
So, you're trying to get information out of someone. They won't give it to you. What do you do?
I don't know.
You leave them in the stockades until they do.
It works for like most people.
Yes, it works for most people, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So here's my
I can
idea.
be pretty insistent sometimes, but it's about.
This is a little bit of a sketchy idea in some ways, but if we plan it right, it might work out. We have me break him out,
Okay, I'm
Guys.
following you.
guised as one of the people that he doesn't know who's in this organization. Tell him I've been sent to free you, and I break him out. We of course would have to have a planned route. We would have to make sure that we can jump him once I get information out of him, and we have to make sure that maybe he's not necessarily in the best state of mind. Maybe a little off his game, so it would be easier for me to take advantage of him in case he's good at assessing people. I'm not sure how good he is at reading people. And then I try to convince him, to give me what information he has, what he's found out. Tell him that there have been a few more attacks and information is scattered. And I try to get as much information as I can that way. Therefore, we would not torture him. He might give us a lot of information, and we could set ourselves in such a way that we could easily swoop him up afterwards.
That sounds way too complicated.
My main concern is that it seems like this would give him a chance to potentially actually escape.
Yes, that's why we'd have to set a route and say this is the safe way, and convince him that this is the only way, and that we need to go this way, otherwise there might be problems. Set him on a rail.
So for this idea, are you suggesting disguising yourself?
Yes.
Or okay, you're not
I am
just
quite-
pretending that you are someone.
I am quite good at disguising myself.
I see.
But we don't know anybody that necessarily
I was a performer.
that we could impersonate.
We just have to be a member of this group of his that he doesn't know about.
Secret groups have like passwords and handshakes and
That is
symbols
true. That is true.
and things like that.
Yeah, at least something that gives them away.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How many people know he's been captured?
Much of the town.
Yeah, I'd assume the entire town, the way information spread about us.
Well, if he's important, won't they kind of try to rescue him?
That's the thing. We don't know if he's important.
They just might end him.
Well, if he's not important, then does he really know anything?
Yes, potentially.
Likely knows something.
He could give us a lead to the next person.
Yeah, at the very least, he might know someone else that's more important.
We tried getting him drunk.
He won't drink.
We won't drink water either.
No, just a little bit to survive. But he'll only take it in a few sips, and only when we almost beg him to. The guy's very, very strange. Even under interrogation, very strange.
Have you tried magic?
We don't have a lot of wizards here.
That makes sense.
Do you guys know any tricks along those lines? Something that could compel him to speak?
No.
I don't know any magic.
Unfortunately, no.
If you give me a violin, I might be
Other
able to
than
torture
forcing him to drink and everything till he's drunk, no, not really.
The only thing along those lines that we've tried is I do have an amulet that lets me charm people, but it wasn't effective on him. Seems like we may be at an impasse.
Like, I'm not very good at interrogating people.
Just kind of nosing at the situation. I really feel like there's a bigger picture here.
I could attempt enhanced interrogation. I am not specialized in it,
I got it.
but I know ways.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. So everybody knows he's been captured, right?
Most people, maybe some people in the outlying farms may not.
But not everybody knows that he's not talking.
That's true. That
That's
is
true.
really just between us and Shadona is aware of it, and a few of the guard.
What if that's what people? What if people thought that he was spilling the beans? That would, if he's important at all or
Yeah.
knows anything, that would
Yeah.
force people to act.
That's
I
smart.
like that idea.
I
This
can
is a
begin
good
spreading
idea.
that rumor
Interesting.
immediately. Okay.
Just be prepared to be able to deal with that.
I am full
I'll
of
double up the watch. And I might request some additional support from Waywind's Keep. See if they may send a few people to support us in this.
Honestly, might be a good ruse for the whole bluff anyways, that you need more people because you've learned something dangerous.
Or that, since you started talking,
Mm-hmm.
you're worried that people might come for him.
Yeah, that's fair too.
That sounds like an excellent plan. I'm going to go start putting this into motion. Do you have any other advice to share with me? His tail kind of perks up at
Yes.
the potential of this plan.
Step 2 of this plan is to order everybody another round.
I'm pretty sure you got
I'd have
yourself
been
covered.
on the city's tab.
Okay,
I'm more than happy to pay you for this consult.
thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I do.
I would
won't-
also recommend that once you've gotten the rumor started
Mhm.
and you've actually added more people on watch and more guards and stuff, to have a point where at the very least it appears there's less guards at a certain time.
Okay.
So that way we have a better chance of drawing them into a time when we want them to go for him.
Well, let's get this going. I feel good about this plan.
I do too.
And he gets up and he actually takes his plate up to the counter and then he heads out.
I don't see the second round.
It's on its
yet.
way. Come on.
Okay.
It's a busy time of day.
Seems
Ivan
like you're
comes
There's a
up.
while.
He gives you guys each your ales, you a second round of wine, and he has a second glass of milk. He's kind of looking at you like, do you actually want a second round of milk?
Slide my glass over to
Like,
you.
you-
You seem to function better that way.
I do function better that way.
Maybe. I mean, you haven't quite reached drunk yet this morning, I don't think.
It
That was a
takes-
pretty good idea.
It takes a little while. Well, I'm just telling you, it's not all just. I don't know the rest of that phrase. I don't know. Clever words.
Clever. Clever words. Yes, clever words.
It does seem that you are more clever than I was giving you credit for.
I
Occasion.
am known to come up with a good idea now and then. I did survive literally without a house here for years.
Well, even a broken clock and all that. But anyway, so sometime around nightfall, we
We should probably get going a
Head
little
out.
before nightfall. Just so so we're out there when it happens, so we might see what's causing it immediately.
Plus, I mean, it's not like we can't, look for, used campfires and
Mhm.
tracks and stuff out there.
Yeah, and that'll be
During
easy
the
to
day.
track during the day.
sure.
Indeed.
Is that not something you know much about?
I know.
Okay.
To be fair, I don't know anything about it either. I kind
Oh,
of grew
I
up
mean,
in
neither
this.
do I, but
Well,
Yeah.
looks like it's up to you again.
Yeah, and it's usually just as easy at night as in the day. I just can't really see the colors. That's about all, really.
I guess
Okay.
we'll get going whenever then.
Yeah.
Okay,
No rush at all.
What do you do with the large box of gold
We
coins?
should
I look-
probably
I like to open it.
We should probably make sure we split that so that it stays safe.
Exactly.
I know.
Start counting coins.
But maybe we
After you
don't
kind
want
of figure out how the stacks, how many coins are in each stack, it comes to 1,000 gold.
But maybe,
Total?
Maybe
Yep.
we don't want to split this up right here in the middle of this common room.
Why are there dangerous people in here?
I was going to say, do you think any of them could take us?
It's not that I think they could take us, but they might try, and then we would have to hurt them.
Well, if they're going to try to hurt us over money, then we should probably hurt them.
Who's taking a look around?
I am now. There's people.
Go ahead and make a perception.
I trust the people of this town.
I don't trust the people of any town. Especially not around
Oh,
money.
19.
19, you spot it. There's a miserable-looking man kind of off in the corner, rubbing his temple. You know what he's feeling because you've been there plenty of times. He's clearly nursing a hangover. But the one eye that you can see is just cocked straight at Mordrax. It's the same man that was eyeing him a few nights ago.
Oh, wait, do I recognize this guy? Is he from town?
You've seen him around. He's you know he's another one of the drunks in town. You
Okay,
kind
like-
of talked a lot with him.
Probably. Is he one of the good drunks, loud drunks, just a drunk?
It depends on the night.
Oh, it depends on the night.
He has a mean side, you know.
He has a mean side. Okay.
Okay. So let's go to one of the rooms.
Okay.
Divide
Don't worry,
this
I
up.
got this. I yell across the wall. It's like, unless you want to be seen only out one eye, you better mind your own business, you old drunk. And I'm intimidated.
Go ahead.
16.
Kind of dims his eyes. He moves like he's gonna say something, but then he gets up with well, he has a few scraps of meat on his plate. He crams into his mouth real quick and he walks out.
Well then.
Alright. What was that about?
Uh-oh, I had to assert my dominance as the alpha drunk.
Okay then.
He's also eyeballing us.
Was it the same guy who? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he was eyeballing Mordrax before.
Anyways, let's go to one of our rooms. Probably not the one with a whole bunch of stuff in front of it.
But I just got rid of the other guy that was eyeballing us. We don't.
I mean, I'm okay with splitting it here if the rest of you are comfortable. But it sounds like
They
you're not
already
so
know what we're
comfortable.
doing.
It's fine. Whatever.
We are rather loud,
Mm-hmm.
and I use the royal we, but anyways,
Some are
So-
louder than others.
I didn't say that.
You name names. You
Okay,
did
well, it looks like there's 1,000 total here, so that should be
200.
200 each.
that. How convenient.
It is convenient.
And also lucrative.
Yes, very lucrative. Yes, that's plenty. That's plenty of.
I don't think I've ever seen this much coin.
Sometimes the powers that be just know how much to give us to make us not fight. Huxley, he knew how much money to give us so that we don't fight. Come on.
Why are you so defensive? Anyway, that aside, we should probably, take some time, relax. I know we're all well supped now, all ready to go.
Yep, I'm fueled and ready to go.
And then we should head out whenever we feel like it, I guess.
Okay.
Let's go camping.
I mean, we could always see if there's anything to buy around here with this newly found wealth.
Remember, you also have the chest upstairs that you guys recovered from that dungeon.
We should split that up as well.
It's true, we do have that.
Did we go through that?
No, I went to bed. Did you look through that?
No, and that seems really weird.
I think you were having a hard time yesterday.
I did.
Yeah,
I had
it
a
did seem
really-
like you
I
were
had
having a rough day.
I did.
And just
It just
clarify,
looked
it's
like
from
there
2
was a
days ago,
sobriety
too.
there.
Yeah.
What was
That's
that?
fine.
It's actually from 2 days ago.
Oh.
Back when we found the dead kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
You guys
Yeah,
opened it
let's-
up, saw the axe, and never really looked through the rest of it.
So
That
We
sounds
were,
let's
we were busy.
let's look
We
through
had
that.
things to do.
See if there's anything of use to us.
I
Maybe
really
go
hope-
shopping.
I really hope
and-
nobody was trapped in there.
It's not that big.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, they could be like a really small something, like poppy
Maybe a
size.
Like
Maybe
a
a
real
pixie?
small something.
Anyways, let's go upstairs. Go upstairs and look through that chest that we got that we never looked through.
You guys find a quick pile of gold. You pull out a few nice gems. As you go through and sort it, there's 528 gold coins in there.
Is it 528?
Yep.
Oh, here we
What
go
was
doing
that-
math again.
What was that about the powers that be giving us nice even increments?
But and then sometimes those same powers bless you in the morning and they curse you in the afternoon. Okay.
I think it's just in the afternoon and the afternoon again.
It's 105 and some change.
But there's also other stuff.
Yes, but there's also like gems and stuff, so like we'll have to
And there's
determine the value of
several
things.
red and blue gems, 3 red ones and 2 blue ones.
Well, I guess it's something to do. Anyone happen to be good at appraising gems by chance?
No. Good at?
No.
Well, let me hold it up to the light.
But I think that I could
That's an 8. Is this a gem or is it glass? I can't tell.
You can tell this is a cut ruby. You do not know how much it's worth.
Maybe. Okay, I think it's a ruby. Yeah, I think it's real. I have no idea what it's worth.
Well,
Probably money.
what
Probably.
I could tell you, we could either sell it now or in a past life, I was very, very good at crafting jewelry. I might be able to take it and be able to make something nicer out of it so we can sell it for more.
Do you have any gold or silver wire?
I can get some.
I mean, we do have money.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to go that route, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can make a better return on that, that would be fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can go look for some wire and
I mean, whatever.
other things you
whatever,
need to make
whatever
jewelry.
crafting supplies are necessary, I suppose.
You guys did see a blacksmith shop back in town. Let's see. Yeah, you guys passed a blacksmith shop back in town called the Hammerhand.
Mm.
With some simple wire and a few tools, I could probably make that into something a lot nicer.
Well, I'm not opposed to it.
Sounds fine to me.
Okay. And was there anything other than the gems and the gold, or is that
Oh,
it?
the two-handed axe.
The two-handed axe? I pick up the two-handed axe. Give it a swing.
It seems to be a fairly well-made two-handed axe.
Well, I
the
don't
only
think.
thing particularly unique about it is the iconography on the blade.
So can anyone actually wield that?
I mean, yes, but it's not my preferred weapon.
I mean, I could. I don't want to.
No.
I gotta hold it next to you, kind of measure it compared to you.
Yeah, screw you too.
I mean, you could probably maybe lift it.
I don't want to. It looks heavy and bulky. What?
Anyways, I say we sell the axe.
Sure.
I mean, it's a piece of history, but I'm sure someone could use it more than us if we're going to be moving around.
I mean, maybe somebody will buy it for its history value.
Yeah.
Whatever value
Perhaps
that
the
is.
ward. Isn't he interested in that stuff? History stuff?
Yeah, he is interested in history. Perhaps he is willing to buy a piece of history.
Whatever history
That we
we,
stole from a tomb.
whatever history we can contrive it to
Well,
be.
that's where most history
I
is,
don't
really.
know. I don't know if we
In tombs.
stole it as much as we raided the place for it.
Retrieved. We rescued. It's a rescue axe.
We're certainly not tomb raiders, that's for sure.
Anyways,
But we not.
we kind of are.
Yeah.
A little bit. A little bit.
So, let's go sell some things then.
Sell some things, buy some things.
Where are you guys heading?
To town, which we're in. So probably heading towards the blacksmith, or do we go to? We get an idea maybe from the blacksmith on whether or not he's interested in it, and we get a baseline for it, and we try to upcharge the warden. This sounds not like a good idea.
No.
Afterwards,
We
I've never
try
been great
to
at
add appreciation
Yeah.
to the
There,
axe.
there's the value of the axe, just as an axe, but there's also additional value from its meaning.
It's got
You know what? That sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got history. It's got whatever history we can give it.
I think all of you are a little too obsessed with how much coin you can get.
I know.
It's
No.
not about how much coin we can get. It's about how much coin we can spend later.
Yeah. No, trust me. I know exactly how much money that I want to get because I can't carry a lot. So.
Hmm. I
Yes.
mean, I could use a
They're
horse.
just
I could use some nice clothing.
At the very least, some kind of pack animal would be useful,
A pack animal of some sort would be useful.
just to carry our things.
Okay, so where are you guys heading?
Let's go to a blacksmith.
Blacksmith first.
Yeah, I've got.
Okay, as you go down the street, the carts are running pretty here and there. You pass some sort of gathering on the street where a lot of the kids are gathered around a puppet show. You recognize one of the shields on the wooden stand the man's doing the puppet show in to be a buckler wearing the crest of your, or the heraldry of your house.
I make no mention of this. And
Okay.
plan to keep moving.
I take a moment to admire his craft.
He's pretty good. Right now there's some sort of little puppet dressed in a wizard hat with a generic long beard and a goblin, and it's very slapstick. The wizard has a club, he's just walloping him over the head. It looks like it actually might be a staff.
God, this is great.
And the kids are
Punch
just
and
so
Judy.
much getting into it. You see a somewhat dour-looking elf, though, off to the side. They will occasionally smile at the kids and pass around a hat for them to put coins in. Things like that.
I give him 2 gold. It's like, what? It's a good show.
You see him go, but you're not looking up.
Oh.
But he doesn't say anything. Just
Oh, hang on, I'm sense motive.
go ahead.
Oh, not 20.
Oh, he's thankful.
Oh, good. If I found that, I was like, oh, he needs more money. Here's 5 more.
No, you didn't see any other gold coins in there. Everything else was coppers and occasional silver. It looks like you way paid more than everyone else
Oh.
did.
Well, I mean, a bunch of kids, random drunk goblin, or kobold.
Kobold.
Can I get some change?
Kobold.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
quickly-
kidding.
What's this change you talk about?
I'm sure I'm familiar with that language.
He actually quickly gets it over, and he pulls on one of these shields, not the one that you recognize, but one of the other shields hanging on the side, and it seems to open up a little drawer that he just pours the coins down into.
I think that's his money. Anyways, it was a pretty good show.
It was a good show.
Yes, let's keep moving. We have things to do.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And you guys arrive at the Hammerhand. It is a large, kind of stouter built building than a lot of the other ones around, where many of them have the fine squared off corner posts. This just has large whole trunks that have just had the bark removed. But besides that, it's a fairly plain building.
Walk up to it. Does it seem to have an indoor?
Oh yeah, it has a door heading in.
Yeah. I open the door.
Okay, heading in, you're met with the sound of hammering. You see many very nicely made weapons hanging up in the store. There's a counter. There's a forge behind there with a dwarf, very stout, short, tied off black beard, hammering away at some raw metal. You're not sure what he's making yet. But in the corner, there's one piece that sticks out particularly well. It is a incredibly thick suit of heavy plate armor with much of the plating looks like it's about that thick. It's built in a dwarf's frame, and it looks like the stand that's holding on can barely support it.
Wow.
Oi! Welcome to the Hammerhand! Go ahead and take a look around!
Thank you.
Tink, 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 tink.
Kind of look around.
I don't seem especially interested.
Me either, really.
Fans of the craft browsing or just looking to sell something?
I think we're looking for potentially to buy something, but we're also looking to sell something potentially.
Alright.
We're wondering how much you would give us for this.
Old, good craftsmanship,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, nothing extraordinary. Give you 10 gold for it.
I will keep that bed in mind. I'm going to take a look, see if there's anyone else in town who might want to.
Perfectly fine. He slides it back over. So, heard any tidy bits of gossip here lately?
Oh, I'm not much of a gossip.
Actually, I'm kind of hoping for a bit of specific news.
Such as?
Well, have you seen the dwarven crates that are over down by the docks?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Wait, I thought we did.
There was a
I didn't see them, but that doesn't mean anything.
There's a caravan of dwarves that came through about, say, 2 months, maybe a little bit of change. Headed up into the mountains, say they're going to establish a hold and send for the rest of their goods. But,
Yep.
no word yet.
Remember that?
Yeah, this is sounding a little familiar now.
Yeah, I remember when they said they were going up there.
Yeah, they passed through. I figured that we'd hear word from them any day, but that day never came.
Anyways,
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean, potentially in the future we could look into this for you. We might be able to.
17 on sense motive on him.
He's curious.
Ah,
Have a problem with the mountains? Is there a problem with the mountains?
Oh yeah,
And Founders Pass, the area they went to, it's far from a safe place.
it's dangerous.
Yeah, many of us warned them away from there, but they wanted an isolated place to set up a new clan hold. But, there were warriors with them. I figured that if anyone was going to make it happen, they could probably do it.
What have you seen there? Or heard of from there?
A lot of bad stuff. Do you have any wire for sale?
Wire? No, don't have that much of a use for it, but I can knock you some out.
Yeah. I'd like some silver wire.
Oh, yeah. I can make you some. Shouldn't be too terribly expensive. What do you say, a gold for a small spool?
Sure.
Okay. Come back tomorrow. I'll have it ready for you then. But yeah, you're asking about what all's up in those mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Gnolls, orcs, I hear in the higher points, giants. And then rumors of all sorts of things.
I see. Sounds interesting.
Founders Pass is supposed to be even a particularly dangerous part. But, and the barbarians on the other side. Most of them are fine enough folk, but I hear the ones on the outskirts of the Wildwood tend to be a little grisly.
They're not werebears, are they?
No, it wasn't a play on words. I'm a pretty
Okay.
direct person.
Okay.
No, I just hear that if it's a good season, they'll leave you be. If it's a bad season, they may take you for everything you got.
I'll keep that in mind if I ever head that way.
It's a dangerous place.
But without danger, there is no growth.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
But-
Plants usually grow pretty well without danger.
That's fair.
Not the good ones. The best fruit is high in the tree.
That's not dangerous for the fruit.
It might fall.
If it's fallen off the tree, it's done for
I mean,
anyways.
This has
Animal might eat
gotten
it.
way too poetic for me.
I think the metaphor has left the building.
I mean, even when it's growing, an animal might eat it.
Oh my gosh. So is anybody actually wanting to buy anything besides him?
Unfortunately, I do
Yeah,
not have
I've got-
anything I currently want, but you do?
Yeah, you actually mentioned the pack owl since we're going to go.
I meant
Probably.
here,
At the
Oh,
blacksmith
at the
shop.
plan.
so
Okay.
he can stop wasting his time.
No.
Alright, we will stop
Okay.
wasting your time then.
If you want a pack animal, I can tell you where to get one.
Where should we get one?
I'd recommend if you want to get one for the fairest price, go to Bristleberry Bend.
Bristleberry Bend.
It's a hobbit outpost, bit out of town, kind of a walk, but you'll get a really good price there. Also, if you happen to be looking into these disappearing dwarves, it's right on the way to Founders Pass.
Okay.
If you want to know more, talk to Vancine. She does all sorts of business with the halflings.
I'm starting to think that that hobbit might be a racial slur that dwarves use.
Or maybe Alex just whoopsed.
Anyways. Okay. We'll definitely keep that in mind. And I give him the idea of where we're looking for those lights. Does it happen to be on the way there or off the different direction?
Actually, you don't know exactly where the lights
Oh,
are.
well, we need to find that out for sure.
In the hills.
They're in the hills.
You know it's in the hills, but for the most part, as long as you're not pointing out towards the ocean, it's hills.
Excuse me, sir. Where are the hills?
There. There.
Okay. Well, we should see if that's on our way. We should probably... What time do you think he wakes up?
I don't know anyone's sleep schedules.
Do you happen to know the Night Watch sleep schedules?
Oh.
And if so, why
what's
do
that you're asking me now?
Seems like a very strange question for our friendly blacksmith here.
I know Geralt from the Night
Perfectly
Watchman,
innocent questions
Yeah.
about when the guards sleep.
but I don't know his sleeping schedule.
All right. Well, do you know what time he usually hangs out in the tavern or where he gets food at? We need to speak with
I
him.
think he eats at the Stag's Crown, but I'm not sure. I usually see him start his rounds, I don't know, around twilight.
Around
Maybe
twilight.
a little earlier.
Okay. Do you think there's enough time for us to go get this pack animal and then get back here before twilight? Think we have enough time for that?
No.
No?
It'll take you too long to get out there.
Okay, so pack animal another day? I don't think we need a pack animal yet.
Not quite yet.
Not yet.
The sooner we get it, the sooner we have to start feeding it and taking care of it. And I'm not ready for that responsibility yet.
Okay, well, we'll give you a day or two to prepare for that responsibility.
Okay.
Because it'll be your responsibility.
Wait, what? Why me?
I mean, you're the most likely.
He knows nature.
Yeah, but...
Yes, but
Pack
then
animals
you
are
mentioned-
nature.
Pack
Donkey. Most pack animals are more city.
Well, I mean, they're animals, therefore nature. We should get out of this
What
store.
what do you have against
Are
pack
you-
animals?
Nothing. It's
Well,
just
Where are
why
they
does
gonna
it
kick
have
you?
to be my responsibility?
I mean, you're
You
looking
mentioned
for a
about
new
prepping
way. You should probably try everything you can. We'll get out of your hair now.
Wait. I'd be remiss if I don't try to sell you something before you go.
Okay.
Let me get a look at y'all. As he starts going through and checking you guys out. I'm not seeing a lot of variety in weaponry here. You would need a backup hammer?
Backup hammer.
You know, if they say you're fighting like a skeleton or something, and you're trying to slash at it and whatnot. You just pull out your hammer and you clobber it over the head.
Oh, that might be kind of good for you.
Oh yeah. It probably would be nice for you.
How about I use my shield against such a foe?
I don't remember that going well for you last time.
I didn't have my shield out, did
That's
I?
why I said it didn't go well for you.
I'll have my shield out.
You should probably have a plan A, B, C, D, and whatever else is in the
I did
all
just
those
fine
letters.
against the skeletons.
I believe this would be
And the
plan
demons.
H.
Yes.
I mean, I already have my weapon, and then I have my spiked gauntlet, and then I have a heavy shield. Do you really think I need to throw another weapon on top of this?
From what I saw, maybe.
Okay, do you have a Morning Star?
I do have a morning star.
How much would you charge me for a Morning Star?
Let's see which one you like.
Okay. let's see
First, I've got this one here. Simple, iron, gets the job done. But I also have this one. He pulls out one with nice inlaid bronze. It has very dwarven iconography of hammers, mountains, things along those lines worked into it. And it looks very finely made. The leather work is actually somewhat braided on the handle. And it looks like it's very nice. It also looks like it's a master-crafted weapon.
what?
Or if you're looking for something just to scare the bejesus out of someone, I've got this. And he has one with these hooked spikes. It's done in a dark metal where it looks like he's even done a stain over the metal to give it a darker edge. The top part above the braiding on the handle is spiked as well. Comes down to a hook on the underside.
I'm pretty sure you have to have an evil one to use that.
I'm pretty sure that that would scare someone. Yes.
Someone breaks into your house, you come out naked swinging this thing, they're gonna take off running. I
mean, the
promise you that. That's my guarantee.
I'm about to take off running now.
That bottom might look like a good pry bar. But I think I'm going to go with the basic one. I do not wish to specialize in Morning Stars. But-
All right. Let me.
But
ring
perhaps
you up.
it will inspire us to wake up earlier.
You wouldn't want your backup Morning Star to be even nicer than your regular weapons.
I mean, that would not be what I want. In fact, I do not believe I have enough money in order to purchase a masterwork Morning Star.
That'll be 8 gold.
Deal.
And he puts the other 2 away.
Okay. Great. I have a morning star. Are you happy now? Have I brought happiness to your life?
I think you're about to bring happiness to your own life.
If you say so.
I'm just.
Hey, I'll back him up. A fine weapon will bring great joy to you.
I'm just saying.
I mean, yes, I'm just slowly being weighed down with more. and
I'm
more.
just saying your ability to fight undead. Right now, we're at a draw. So the next battle against undead is going to be very pivotal for you. It was embarrassing. It really was. I was really worried he was going to get turned into a zombie.
I didn't, though.
I know. It was close.
Because I'm resilient.
Yeah, that.
Anyways,
Somebody smiles upon you.
let's head out and see if there's anything else we can do. Maybe sell this axe.
Perhaps.
Thank you.
Alright?
Walk out of the store.
You get back to the hustle and bustle of the street.
So talk to the warden, see if he's interested in the axe.
Sure. I think he's probably going to be one of our better bets on getting more than 10 gold out of it.
Okay.
Where are you going to look for him?
See, probably back at his place because he was running to get more support as well as trying to spread rumors.
Can I give you a tip? Something that helps when you're trying to sell stuff to people? If you know that it's been a part of some sort of great battle or some sort of deed for the town, I bet you it sells for more. So if we used it in something that helped the town, I bet you he buys it for more because he is very, very interested in making sure the town stays safe. I can't carry
I
it.
go to
You can do with it as you will. As long as I don't have to carry it, never mind.
I mean, I'm not going to use it.
I'm not. Mordrex can use it.
But why would I?
That's a good point. It's a good idea. Actually, Mordrex is the only one that's proved to be useful at anything here. More than other people.
He's very good at making sure that some people are blind.
I wasn't blind.
You're not all people?
Anyways, let's go sell this axe now.
Okay.
Okay. You get to the warden's house. You see the telltale green lantern that marks them, but there's a sign on the door that says currently out.
Well, we'll just leave the axe here and he can pay us whatever he feels like later.
Just pay us what you think is fair.
Just put it right in the door. Ale's clearly knows.
We can also see if anywhere here sells potions, because we have potion money now.
Potions would be a good idea.
They wouldn't be the worst idea I've ever heard.
I don't really need to buy anything, so
Is
I
there an
can.
apothecary or a...
Yeah, there's an
maybe the cleric.
There is an apothecary.
Maybe.
There's an apothecary here in town. Never mind, there's not an apothecary. I'd imagine that one night in a drunken stupor.
Used to be when the
We'll
guy
try.
died.
We'll try talking to the cleric,
And then
because
the world
I don't
melted,
want to
and
go
then I
to the
realized
general
it was
goods
a
store
dream.
again.
You don't want to go to the general goods store again? You don't want to
It
watch
was
a
a
series?
Why not?
No. It was a nice store.
Okay.
It's far too chaotic for me there.
She was
It makes me uncomfortable.
overly friendly.
So is the cleric.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Anyways, we go find the temple or church, whatever his preferred.
Fortuitous choice, because you see in front of the church Miles and Huxley talking.
Well.
They seem to be trying to keep their voices down, and Huxley seems to be trying to emphasize something. Miles just keeps going like that.
You just hear. Psst.
As you guys approach, Huxley kind of gives him a pat on the shoulder, kind of reassuringly that he can handle this, and then starts to head off.
Huxley.
Yes.
We wanted to know if you might be interested in purchasing this axe.
Oh,
We do not have a use for it, but we figured it might be a good piece to go on maybe your wall.
this is the same axe I examined a few days ago, right?
Yes. I got a 27 on diplomacy. I think it would be a good addition to your collection.
You know, I don't have very many artifacts from the Age of Sundering. Well, fair enough. What are you asking?
What do you think is fair? You're more of a historian than we are.
Axes from that area are fairly common, but I'd like to give you a good price for it. What do you say? 16 gold?
I think we could do that.
Okay.
We'll put it on your tab.
Very well. He puts it over his shoulder and starts to head off.
But again, now he owes us money. That's gonna come up.
Miles is in front of the church, just kind of rubbing his temple.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Huxley was just tuning me in on the plan.
Oh. Are you worried?
I'm not a big fan of lying to our flock here.
So he's essentially using you to spread rumors? Is that
He
supposed to be
wanted
going on?
me to... He wants me to circulate that information that Buford's talking. He told me that it was your guys' idea. But I don't... It doesn't sit well with me. Also, I'm not sure if I could pull it off that well. I'm not really used to lying.
Hmm. Well, do you know any good gossips?
Oh, I know exactly who we need to direct it to.
Hmm.
I'll come to terms with it. I just need time to think on this, and I'll get Huxley an answer soon. But I'm sure that's not what brought you here. What can I help you with?
We like to embark on dangerous adventures, and would like to be a little less dangerous by buying some of your potions, if you have any.
Oh, yes, I keep some around. Give me a moment. Let me make sure that they're still good. It's been a while since I've had to use them.
Oh, okay.
Feel free to come in, and he opens the door of the church.
I go inside.
I do too.
I do not.
I also go inside.
I guess I'll keep Keelix company over here. Make sure he doesn't wander off
You
and
need
just...
to keep an eye on Calyx.
Yes.
Going inside, you see a little off to the side the two men that from the abbey that you guys had brought in the previous day that were being treated. Their injuries still look pretty bad, and one's just straight unconscious, and his bones look predominantly broken. He looks like he's in a very bad state. The other one you can see moving around a little bit, but he's still heavily bandaged, but he seems to be recovering.
Mm-hmm.
Inside are several rows of pews. All around the walls are different shrines built up to mainly the normal gods of Galarian, except for in the front and center is the shrine to the Course, which is two people standing back to back, projecting outward in a posture like this. You see winds coming out their mouths, flowing up and around, almost in a heart shape, but they don't touch in the middle, just kind of out and billowy like that. And that seems to be the primary centerpiece of the place. In front of it is a small offering bowl. The windows are stained glass, and there are several side rooms. He goes off into one of them.
I believe we wait here.
The church has a very serene feel to it, all old wood, old stone. You can tell that it's been around for quite some time. Looks like it's even older than much of the rest of the town.
I wonder if this is from a previous age.
Probably have to ask that.
The stone slabs here do look somewhat out of place with how the rest of the buildings have been set up. After a while, Miles comes back in with a large wooden box packed with hay with several bottles in it. I'll let you go ahead and start looking through and pick what you want.
Just gonna motion to you to look through, and 19 on engineering as I look around the church.
The wooden parts look fairly modern. The rest of it... The stone parts look old. The architecture seems off. Many things seem out of place, except for the shrines. And is there any particular deities that you follow?
No.
Okay. As I say, if you're looking for any particular shrines, you can ask, and I'll tell you if there's one there or not.
Not many choices where I grew up.
I start looking through the potions.
You find 4 healing potions, and I'm actually looking up the cost for
All
healing
my money.
potions. Because it's been a while since I've had to look this up.
really think we're going to let you pay for all of them?
I'll let her pay
Yeah.
for all of them.
Does anyone know the standard healing potion cost off the top of their head? I think it was 50.
It's 50, isn't it?
I think it's like
believe
40
so.
or 50.
Yeah, it's 50.
Okay. There are 4 just standard healing potions within there. Mom says, I would gladly let you have them for 40 apiece.
Okay.
I'll buy one of those.
Okay, so I'll buy 3 of them then.
I guess so.
And is there anything else I can help you with? Oh, and if you guys worship any gods or goddesses that you don't see represented in the shrines here, please let me know so we can add them into our patchwork here. If you guys are, I believe some of you are foreigners?
Yes.
Yes.
I think all of us actually are foreigners. I think the foreigners are the ones who came into your church.
Well, the Divine
Sure.
Course is the primary divinity worshipped here in Rhunerin, but we do accept the worship of any non-evil god or goddess. And if there's any that you wish to see represented, just bring some sort of object associated with them, and we'll set it up in one of the nooks and make a shrine for you to pray at.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yes, you'll find almost exclusively temples to the course, but inside them you'll find shrines to gods from all over Galarian.
How inclusive.
Well, the course tends to be a very hands-off divinity. There's not many people here that don't worship the course, but many people also want a more direct sort of link with the divine. So they worship the course and Kate and Kayleen, or such and such.
Okay. That's something I will keep in mind if I happen to find a faith.
Do I happen to see one for Irori?
Yes, you do. It's a very small one. There is, in one of the nooks, there's a small hook set up with a medallion to Aurori just set in there. It looks like it hasn't been visited in a long time, but it does look like it's been dusted and kept shining. But the look of the locket, it looks very old.
Steal it.
Okay. Well, we have those. We should probably go see if we can find our, I guess technically, employer, and see if he can tell us where he's seen these lights.
The
Okay.
hills.
In the hills.
Okay, where are you going to go to look for him?
First, whenever I walk out of the place, I look at both of the quote-unquote locals. So is there something we should know about the church? Since, you know, every time we go, the locals tend to not go inside.
Oh, the church is cursed. Are we cursed now? Everything here's cursed. That's what's going on.
There was a reason that I went in search of holy water when we met, not from here. And nobody here would believe me. And you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
But I'm willing to listen.
I'm sure you are. There's just certain stories that should just not be shared
Well, okay.
out and about.
On this side of the river?
On this side of the sea, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that then.
And the deities I particularly worship wouldn't be around here. They're in the wilds.
Oh, I guess it might not be a good representation of a nature deity to put them in a stone building. Okay, that makes sense too. Alright. Well, we have potions now. In case you go down.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I would rather die.
Then
Yes.
drink this potion.
Yes, I would. I would rather die.
Well, that's probably not going to be up to you.
While extremely illogical, I will respect your wishes. I can't speak for them, though.
I'll force a potion down your throat so you can heal me.
I wasn't going to say it in that way, but If you die, then we might all die. And I'm not willing to let you take us down with you.
If you're gonna die, do it on your own time.
It's like if we go to the afterlife, don't worry. I'll make sure we go in
Style.
good graces. No, good graces.
I'm
Good.
not really worried about
That's how
that.
we get there.
I'd rather just not die.
I would be. I would be.
I am also of the not dying.
Yeah, no dying.
Um,
I'm not cool with
Can,
dying.
can we have a
Future
pact here?
reference.
A pact here that we don't want to die. That we want to not do things that will kill us.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
I mean, I don't mind doing things that have the potential.
Oh,
to be
recklessness is
fatal,
fine. I mean, of course, a little bit of boldness is fine.
but I don't want to die.
But not just. Let's go die.
So
None
you're
of that.
saying we're going to make a non-suicide pact?
Exactly.
Okay.
Hands in.
Hands in. Put your hand in.
Are you saying you're pro-suicide?
No.
Don't be that
Okay.
way.
All right. Pact
So
done.
much to leave.
Okay.
Alright.
That was really weird.
It was.
Indeed.
It was a bonding exercise.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was. So now that we're done with that, I mean, we have the potions, we have the things. All we have to do is find him, and
Do you want me to hold on to the potions?
no,
No.
No.
It's probably smart.
you can
Yeah,
heal people.
I agree.
Also,
And
you
also,
might
you
mistake
just
one.
declared your dislike for the potions, so
I'm
handing
not-
them to you seems
I'm-
unwise.
And what if you drank one of them instead of your alcohol on accident?
And I promise that's not going to happen. No.
What if we mix the potion with your alcohol?
I don't.
If we
do
mix-
That
that.
would just be blasphemy.
If
in
we
this
mixed
case.
a potion into an alcohol, would you still drink that alcohol?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Are you guys talking as you're walking?
Yes.
Everyone make a perception. EC's going to be
Nope.
18, but if you score over a 20, let me
Nope.
know.
I
Nope.
scored 8.
Well, I got
Lucky.
an 8. Is that
Nope.
close?
No.
I definitely did not.
Okay, guys. As you guys are leaving, you notice that one of the monks, probably the one that was halfway in between awake and sleep when you were in there, has gone to his feet and he's watching you guys kind of intently as you guys are walking away.
I got a nat 1 on my sense motive.
Nah, he's
I
not
got that
watching
on
you
my
guys.
perception.
He's watching the clouds.
Okay. Oh, are you doing better?
Do you go back to talk to him? He's
Yes.
just kind of watching you guys from the window.
Yes.
Okay. You said you guys were walking away, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I turned
so-
around like, he's up. I didn't know they were up. We'll go to check on him.
Okay. As you head in, greetings. Are you one of my rescuers?
I believe so. Yes.
Thank you very much for your assistance. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and he looks out the window again.
What kind of voice?
A squeaky one.
A squeaky voice.
Is he? Now that you're close to him, you can tell that he's looking at Calyx.
Well, you shouldn't stress yourself too much yet. You don't wanna, fall over or anything.
Fair enough. I must be hallucinating or something.
Okay. Well, you take a rest. I'm glad to see you're doing better.
And he goes back over and lays down. Thank you very much.
No problem. We did what anyone would do. And then I walk
And
away.
he's out.
He's doing better at least, kind of.
That's good.
Well, he's not dead.
He is in fact not dead. Let's see if we can keep that.
He's
that,
also
that
not
going.
undead, which is also a plus.
Yeah.
Alright, so. Do you think he stays at a bunk? Or does he have his own house? I don't know how things work in this town.
I don't either. Where would he be?
Let's find a guard.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
Too.
the night watchman.
You guys do see guards just kind of walking
Yeah, I don't
around
know
on
where-
patrol, things like that.
So, I mean, presumably, one of them would know.
Excuse
Or at
me.
least maybe.
Oh, good day.
We are looking to where we could find, and for some reason his name is escaping me.
Geralt.
What was that?
Geralt.
Geralt. We're looking to see if we can find Geralt.
We'll normally be at his house sleeping at this point, but Huxley's called everyone to attention.
Oh, that makes sense. Do you happen to know where he's being stationed right now?
I think he's technically one of the captains, even though he's the only one who works the night shift. I would imagine they probably have him stationed at the guardhouse.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, do you know where it is? He kind of looks at your group. Oh, I'm sure you do.
Lead the way.
Alright, let's go.
So why have you been to the guardhouse before? Why do you know that so certainly?
I was cute.
Are they your friends?
I was accused.
Well, he did get on a ship about paying for it one time.
No, yeah, I was accused a few times of stealing from the Divine Chorus Temple.
And how many of those were true?
All of them.
Okay.
Every single one of them.
Good to know you have a particular hatred.
The important thing to note here is that you know where we're going.
I do know where we're going.
Him robbing from a church makes a lot of sense with your experience with him here. Why his criminal mischief is so well known in the town. Particularly a town this size, unless he had been making trouble here for a great deal of time. Likely not everyone, or his reputation would not be this widespread normally. So if he did something like that, it makes sense why so many people are kind of...
Well, lead us to the place where you were brought to then.
Alright, it's right up here.
For your potentially rightful punishment.
Okay. He leads you to a large stone building, kind of like parts of the church where it looks like it's older than much of the rest of it. The place seems to be busy at the moment, with a lot of people coming and going. There's 2 people posted at the front that you don't recognize in the guard heraldry.
Hello.
Oh, greetings.
We're looking for a Geralt.
Oh, go right ahead, and I'm not going to stop you guys. You've done more than enough for our town.
Thank you. Head in.
Okay. Going inside, you can see some of the captains sitting there making plans, looking over maps of the area. They seem to be trying to identify a route out of town that could be used. You see Geralt look up at you guys, somewhat drowsy, give you a nod, and then quickly go back to work. You notice there are no cells in this area. Wherever he's being held, it's not here. Or at least not any place you can see.
Well, I guess we head over towards Geralt then.
Okay. As you come close, he kind of gives you a curious look. He doesn't disengage from the conversation, but kind of just looks away for a moment.
We got the kobolds.
Excuse me, guys. He steps over. Yeah, what's going on?
You wanted someone to investigate the lights in the hills.
Oh, you guys are going to look into that for me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I guess you need direction.
Yes. Our map is not done.
Okay. Just give me a moment to get them set up, and why don't I meet you out front here in a little bit?
Sounds good to us.
Sure.
And he walks back over. There's a few long minutes of you guys waiting outside. And Calyx, you're starting to wonder, where the heck would they be housing this guy? You've heard Huxley say many times, and it's kind of what people say in this town to reinforce good behavior. We only have oh god, what are those called?
Stockades.
We only have stockades.
Oh,
with
I know,
gallows.
the stockades.
Yeah.
I'm like, holding cell? Holding cell? I didn't get a holding cell. I didn't get no place to wait and take things out. I just got slapped right in those things.
Well, no one was coming to kill you.
No, just throw things at me. Kick me.
Well, it sounds like Buford is a more important guest.
I guess. I bet they have the house.
I mean, we could just have you visit your old kicking grounds.
Ooh,
Nah,
maybe they have him hidden in a cake.
In the cake. He's just gonna pop out and go, hey, surprise, you dropped in a dungeon. No, don't want to do that no more.
Geralt comes out. Thank you for waiting, guys. He starts looking around. Follow me this way. He takes you guys through town to the edge, and he points out across the farmland to a set of hills. You see those hills right there?
Yeah.
The lights always pop up in the middle of the night, nestled in that general area, but whenever we go out during the day trying to figure out what the source is, we never find it.
Are they campfire lights?
I can't tell. Those hills, they play tricks with the light. If it's a campfire, I'm not sure.
It's not will-o-wisp, is it?
I wouldn't know. I've never seen one.
Okay.
Just it's not normal for there to be lights there, and I just noticed one night.
Okay.
Do you know about how long ago it started?
It's been going on for around a week, maybe a little longer. It usually isn't in the exact same place, just a similar place.
So it moves.
Yeah. Not like I ever see it move. It's just in a different spot each night.
So stationary.
Question: Is this guy human?
Hmm?
Is this guy human?
Yes, Geralt is human.
20 on Zen's mode.
He's not hiding anything that you can pick up.
Okay.
Seems to be being pretty direct.
Well, hopefully it's not orcs and gnolls.
They're not fun to talk to.
It wouldn't be unheard of for this area, but
So it's not
Be
talking
rare.
to me. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess we'll head out now-ish and see what we can find there now, and then at nighttime, hopefully we'll see what's causing it.
well, good luck. I hope you find something.
Have you found any tracks up there during the day when you've gone to investigate it?
We don't have a lot of trackers. I think the best hunter in this area might be Idavin. And at that, he doesn't have a lot of time during the day to kind of go out and help us stalk around the hills.
It's a good thing we brought a good hunter.
The best hunter.
Although, whenever you guys go to travel, you should talk to him about getting some preserved meat. He actually sells the meat from his hunts besides just serving in his tavern. He usually gives a pretty good deal, too.
We'll take a look at that if we go to leave. That might be a good place to get some rations. Does he do dried fruit as well?
I don't think so.
What do you eat?
Lots of things.
Lots of things. Do you eat meat?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I ate meat the other night.
Look, a lot's happened.
It's like
And I might have been interested in my own plate at the time.
we ran into bad demons. You know,
We didn't even run into those.
plans. No, they ran into us.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
so let's
Is there anything I can do to help before I head back?
no, I think you're quite busy as it is.
Yeah, we're trying to put this plan into motion, but I don't know, I'm getting a little worried about it.
Why?
I'm worried about him getting rescued on his way out of town or finding a way to slip away, something along those lines.
Well, I mean, if his friends come looking for him, if they
Oh, yeah, there was a change in the plans.
yeah.
Sorry, you guys threw a few plans out there. Scratch that. This plan's actually much better.
It is. I see how it is. No, it's much better.
Yeah. It's a much better plan.
It is a much better plan.
It's a good thing that Calyx came up with a good
I did.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, guys. I'll head off.
Thank you.
All right.
And he makes his way back to the guard post.
Well, to the hills with us then.
to the hills
Okay.
with you.
As you head out of town, you hear a familiar voice. Calyx!
Was-
Vancine waving to you from her pie stand.
Oh, I go give her 25 gold.
Well, Calyx, you can't be serious. This is a lot of money here.
Yeah, I know.
He's eaten a lot of
From
pie.
from what I can tell, he's
Right.
probably paying you back less
Hey.
than he's, gotten pie for.
I don't know what to say.
well,
That's fine.
Well,
That's,
have
you, don't
a
have
piece
to
of
say,
pie.
you don't have to say anything.
Have a
Just-
piece of pie might be a good.
Yeah.
She comes around the booth and leans over. No, she gets down and gives you a big hug, assuming you let her.
Oh, yeah, I do.
She whispers in your ear, "I always knew you could do it."
You can hold on.
It's like, you can I always knew you'd pay off your debt. Good job. Good job.
And she gets back up and dusts off her apron. Here, let me at least send you guys off with some pie.
That sounds delicious.
I like this plan.
I could go for some trail pie.
Trail.
pie.
She takes one of the pies and wraps it up in a cloth and makes you guys like a little bindle with a pie in it.
Yes.
There we go.
Excellent.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you. What's camping without pie?
I'm not gonna turn down road pie.
Nope.
It turns out it's like a pie with just trail mix in it.
I would eat that.
I would eat that too.
Yeah.
Okay. We have the pie. We are ready to go.
That was the last thing we needed for our journey.
I mean, it was more of a icing on the cake or ice
Something
cream
on
on
the
the
pie.
pie.
Glaze on the pie.
Glaze on the pie. Glaze on the pie, but
Pie on the pie.
pie on the pie.
2
But-
stacks of pie.
But I think we are
A
good.
pie
now.
amount of pie.
Nothing can stop us. We have pie.
An amount of pie, I'm not sure.
Yes.
Okay, you guys make your way out of town and up into the hills. The brush gets thick rather quickly. You hear the sounds of bird and wild game up in the hills. Are you tracking?
Yep.
Go ahead and make your survival roll.
What direction we carry me?
It is hard for you to get much, and that's the same with Poppy as well. It's hard for you guys to get
Just-
much of a perspective of what's going on around you in the thick brush.
I'm just saying.
Just to make sure, or I'm tracking like you, right? Or is this?
Goblins.
Probably bushwhacking.
Oh, goblins. Okay.
Just
Oh, okay.
bushwhacking with your short sword.
Yes, not my
Nat
temple
20.
sword.
Oh,
Nat
your temple
20.
sword,
No.
okay.
As you're tracking around and you're looking for things, you just happen across one wet spot where a lot of the water had pulled together, and one heavy footprint in there, surrounded by several smaller ones. You're thinking goblins, maybe an orc, maybe a bugbear, something along those lines. But definitely tracked through this area fairly recently. You can't tell exactly where they're heading off to because it gets pretty dry up in that area, but you have a good direction of where they had come from.
Looks like we got goblins.
Goblins.
I hate those guys.
Why?
You ever met a goblin? They're annoying.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if it
I'm
was
just-
like a
I'm just
particular
saying.
tale or if
No,
it's just a
no.
general
I just don't like them.
hatred of goblins.
Just-
I understand.
Just generically racist against goblins. That's
Well,
all.
the ones that wander in the woods, yeah, they're mean. All they do is follow around the biggest stupid orc or bugbear that they can find, and they just steal. That sounds a lot like kobolds, actually.
Yeah,
That's about where I
feel
was
like the
going
hate
with
is
that.
maybe like you're just upset.
I'm just
that
saying.
You just hate
I'm
You're
the
a,
just
so
upset
similar.
that they're cutting in on your shtick. You know?
I'm a way better minion than those guys are.
That's still to be determined, but we'll see.
Anyways, do you know where they went?
You're
I
not
believe
sure where they
where
went, but you know
come
where they
from.
came from.
Yeah, I know where they came from.
You know where they came from. Well, then, do we want to track them back to the source?
I guess it depends on if they're like coming and going from the same place, or if they're just moving from one place to another.
Well, if we can't figure out a way forward, we can always go back and look for clues.
That's true.
So
Maybe we can find out more about the composition of the group.
Okay. Following the trail, you get to a old campfire. It looks like it may have been set the previous night. There's scraps of bone around, signs that they had been eating here. It's in an area where the brush is less dense, and it looks like it's probably a lookout point. It looks like several of them had camped out here. There's 3 large logs that are just kind of pulled around the campfire like someone had been sitting there. And not a whole lot of signs of other things going on, just piles of small animal bones. Looks like they had a spit going.
Look at the bones. Are these human bones?
They look a little small.
Chicken.
Yes, they're human.
This one's a femur from an adult male.
13 on sense motive.
I am being sarcastic.
Okay.
Right.
Oh my god, they're eating people.
Tiny people.
no.
I don't know. Maybe they were hand bones. I don't know what bones look like.
Chicken hand.
I mean, I know what they
bones.
look like. We fought skeletons, I guess.
They eat tiny people.
You know what? I guess I know what
These guys
bones
are
look
jerks.
like. I need to take my experience and put it to use in my head. I have seen entire human bodies without skin. All skeletons moving around.
It failed
It's true.
poorly.
Anyway,
Recently.
so they were just kind of keeping watch here?
Looks like it.
Looks like from this perspective, you can see the town off in the distance, and then the farmland. Basically, you can tend to look down from these hills and see the farmland right away, but you also have a good view of the town.
Fair to say this is probably the source of the lights one evening.
Yeah. But I don't think we should end it with, you have goblins in your hills. Perhaps if we find out what they're about. Maybe they're harmless, but if they're looking at the city, maybe not.
It's also probably relevant to find out how many there are.
That's true.
It's like if it's a small amount of goblins, then like that probably doesn't pose much of a threat to the town.
Maybe make it a few less if it's too many?
It's very violent of you, Bob.
That's very violent.
Yes, well,
Inappropriate.
if
I
there
didn't know you were like that.
if there's an enemy force looking to attack an innocent town, I think it's only fair to take them out.
Perhaps we talk with them first. See if
I
we can
mean-
reason with
Does
them.
anyone speak Goblin?
No.
Nope.
No, I speak war.
But if
that's
they
about it.
know Infernal or Abyssal or Common,
It seems much more likely that they would
Draconic?
know Common, but keep that in mind.
Feral goblins.
Probably don't know that.
Toss up. They're out here in the woods.
Well,
We're also
anyway,
out here in the woods.
any ideas on how we can figure out where they actually went?
wait for nighttime and there'll be light.
We could wander around aimlessly and hope to get lucky.
How?
I've done worse.
Wait, did you tell us they were chickens? Did we ever get that? What that was? Okay, sorry. I'm
Well,
gonna go
I
back to
was
this.
being sarcastic and pulled up a chicken bone.
Okay. How many little people did they eat?
Looks like probably 3 chickens there.
3 of them. It's horrendous.
Okay. So if that's the case, you just don't cart that stuff around up here. Obviously, that's got to be from somewhere.
I mean, are they fresh or are they just keeping them on them?
I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not the hunter. I don't know.
Freshly farmed tiny people.
And the bones are picked entirely clean. It's very hard to tell.
They're free range.
Okay. Maybe forward, I guess. If they came from here and they're going somewhere else, then we've backtracked. So starting where we came from and heading further that way.
Well, if they're in the hills, why don't we just camp? Why don't we just camp? If they can see it from the town, why don't we just camp higher up and just wait for nightfall, and then just sneak up on wherever it's coming from?
There are areas of higher elevation around that you could probably take to.
I mean, yeah, it would be better conservation of energy, I guess.
Sounds fine to me.
That way it'll be harder for them
Yeah.
to catch us and eat us.
And we'll be less tired.
Sorry, none of,
Easier to run away.
none of us are tiny people.
That's true.
Half of the group is tiny people.
It said people. I'm the only people here.
Bad human.
Okay, so
Bad human.
pick us a good hill, and we'll go hang out.
Sure.
I want a 5-star hill. If there's not a winery on top of it, I'm going to have words.
Get one with an outhouse.
Go ahead and make a survival roll.
Make us an outhouse.
Dig us a hole.
Just a small hole.
But also, you have to
17.
build a shack around it.
You spot one with a fair amount of brush on it. Should make it hard for people to spot you, but it is a good view of all the hills around. So even if they don't camp out on the hill, you should be able to get a good spot on them.
Okay, that one looks good.
Luckily, they also have a tracker that has found this good hill to look from. And will
I
show
mean,
up
I
at
was
the same
going
time
to
as
say,
us.
if it's a good hill, maybe they're up there too. Maybe we'll just have a happy accident and run into them.
So packing your way up there, kind of setting up a simple camp and resting till nightfall.
Yep.
Okay.
Even for the outhouse, I actually dig a latrine. It's like, there's your outhouse. It's like, oh,
Dig him a nice trench.
yeah.
I'll use it.
Here's your hole.
And do you guys do anything of note during that time? Hunt, chat?
I set up my. I also set up my regular tent, which is just a hanging tent.
Okay.
So it actually hangs from one of the nearby trees. And work on some few more of my arrows.
Okay.
I finally run through my katas, and then just roll out my bedroll and just relax and look at the sky.
I see if anybody's up for any cards.
I'll
Dice.
play you in cards.
All right.
I'll watch.
I'll work on my
I've never
blunt
seen anybody
arrows.
play cards before.
Well, it sounds like you should play then.
20.
No, I believe that's how one gets
20 on
swindled.
goes to
Well, I mean, if
basically
you're not playing for money, then
make
it
some
doesn't
more
really
of my
matter.
blunt
Oh,
arrows to
We
make
can
up
play
for
for
ones
money
I've
if you
lost.
like.
No.
Okay, you make a quiver.
That
Okay.
sounds like the words of a hustler.
Well, you're not wrong.
Sure.
Is that how you make your money? Usually, card games.
I'm not going to say I've never made my money that way.
All right, Renaud, teach me how to cards.
Okay.
Teach her to swindle.
Well, she's not ready for that yet.
Okay, one step at a time.
But at the same time, she's also not a bad choice for someone to at least assist in the swindling or hustling process, because she doesn't seem like someone who would do that to you.
I'm not someone who would do that to you.
And that's perfect. That's exactly what you need
Uh,
to hustle someone. At least that's one of the ways.
Maybe I don't want to learn how to play.
But cards aren't necessarily bad by themselves. It's what you do with them that makes them bad.
Just like swords.
Fair enough.
I mean, you can just go around randomly stabbing people, and that's
You don't.
probably bad.
I hope.
But you can also use them to fight off, evil attackers.
Okay. Let's learn how to cards in a
Fighting off attackers,
non-evil way.
not stabbing random people.
Right.
Sort of way.
yes.
All right.
In case you need to defend yourself against a swindler.
Well, that seems like
Okay.
you're going a bit far now. A man's just using cards against you. It seems hardly fair to use a sword against him.
Well, I meant to use cards against cards.
Okay.
You have to know how to play against a swindler.
All right. Let's play some cards.
We play cards.
Okay, you guys play cards, you fletch your arrows, you
Drink.
use latrine and
I drink and use the bathroom.
Constantly. At the same time.
Would you actually be surprised?
A few hours after night, Mordrex, you spot a light coming from one of the nearby hills.
Looks like they're over there.
Where? Oh.
It's not quite the area where you found the last one, but it's fairly close.
So I'll be like, no, that's just a forest fire.
Okay.
Leave it be.
Symbol of the
So
gods.
Do we go
Might
sneak
need
up
to
and
go
try to see
far.
what's...
sneak up on him and try to see what's going on.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Is everyone here at least okay at sneaking?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
pretty good at it. I take my
Delightful.
cloak off, flip it around to the black side.
Wait, where'd she go?
I mean, she's really small, so it's hard to see her.
Might be hard to see the goblins too.
Well, they are pretty small as well.
Yeah, they're really loud, though.
It's true.
Very, very loud.
Okay, you guys snake down around the hill and start to make it up on their side. Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Here we go. Who's gonna mess it
No.
up?
Oh, it's
Who's
gonna be me.
screw up?
Based on my track record so far, it's probably gonna be. No. Total of 20.
So say you rolled what my total is. So
And I have a +6 to that roll. So
14.
I have 20.
24.
25.
17.
Ba-da-na, ba-da-na.
This side of the table.
Yep.
Okay, you guys start to approach the glowing light. You can hear the chattering of goblins. And you occasionally hear a much gruffer one. Basically, whenever they start getting too loud, and then usually followed by a thunk.
That's one that's
Then they
goblin.
kind of quiet down for a little bit.
So somebody's having a seizure, and they attempt to solve it by hitting them until they stopped.
Well,
That
it is
makes
a-
sense. I got
It's
it.
a perfect solution.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully they're being more stealthy than they are being annoying.
As you guys begin to approach to kind of get a better look, you can see 3 goblins, a pork on a spit that's being slowly turned, and a large bugbear just kind of sitting there watching the pork being turned, just kind of waiting for it. As you guys get a little closer to seeing additional detail, who got the 14?
Ooh, me.
You step on a twig, and suddenly the camp grows silent for a moment, and one of the goblins with down-tiered ears looks around and goes, "Hey! Adana!" and points in your guys' directions.
I look behind me like I'm like, what? Oh. Thanks.
Okay, guys, let's hit the
I was
board.
about to protect. Yeah.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick moment to give a few thank yous. These are not endorsed, these are just people that we're big fans of. First, our local friendly gaming store, the Gaming Guild. They're a great place for people to organize, plan games, go and get your supplies, all that stuff. We love you guys, thank you so much. The second, to the Tabletop Crafters Guild. They're a wonderful online community where we learned how to make all of our terrain, and me and Amanda actually made all the terrain for this campaign. Jeremy, you're my man, I love you, love my Proxon, you're a great guy.
DM Scotty, you never cease to amaze me and inspire me.
Thank you guys so much. Okay, now back to the campaign. Guys, here's our scene. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Dun dun
we
dun. Not bad. It's not bad.
Mine's quite good.
Yeah, it looks like your luck may be turning around.
Perhaps.
I'll take it upon myself to be the bad luck. Not for this roll, but, you know, for the rest of them.
Yeah.
Things may be turning around for me. Oh wait, no, it's not 13.
Oh.
Well, I got a 22.
I'm sitting at 16.
That's fine.
Okay, so above 20.
Hey, 22.
To 20.
18.
Bugbear's at 17 and goblins are at 16.
I'm tying with the goblins.
Even middle of the pack, I suck.
What's your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity modifier is a 3.
You'll go first.
Okay, so you got 18.
Yep. Look, we all just rolled well, okay?
Yeah.
It's fine.
And then it's the bugbear.
Also, you're a healer. It's probably best that you be last.
Highest.
Yes,
the
true.
Goblins.
Correct.
Okay, we got everyone down.
No. What'd you get?
13.
Unless there's any other surprise stuff put on the initiative. We're good.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, who do we got up first?
Renault.
Ah. Is it,
Ah,
am I able to get to that goblin right in the front with my standard movement?
I got you.
probably.
Looks like you should be able to.
It doesn't appear that way.
Which one?
That one is right in the front.
The one in the front.
Okay.
No, that's me.
I'm right there. I'm pretty sure that's like
But yeah,
very...
you can get like
Yeah.
anywhere.
Alright.
You can charge and get that +2,
I'm gonna
but
charge it. I'm just gonna normal movement up to the one right in the front and
Puts his ears down and hisses at you.
I'm just gonna try to give him a nice hole in his chest. Let's see if I can manage to do that. Well, maybe not. 10 total.
10, you come in quickly and he bats it away with his torch. Who we got next?
More drafts.
Well, you know, clearly I should cast Dark. No, I'm not going to do that.
Cast it right on Renault.
Exactly.
That worked so well last time.
just remove that fireplace altogether.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and also shoot an arrow at where the one Renault's fighting.
I need to pick up some kind of blind fighting.
I mean, blind fight would be good for you.
Or something to give
19.
me dark vision.
19 will hit.
And it will be for 9 damage.
Let's see. You knock your first arrow,
Excellent.
loose it, it sails right in front of Renault, catches him right underneath the collarbone. He grabs it and hisses, stumbling back. As he hits the ground, his hands go limp, his weapons just lost in the dirt.
And then for my last action, I draw my hand axe.
Okay, who's next?
Bugbear.
He
Is it too late to talk?
no, hi.
Okay, not too late, but we speak to I'm sure we could find a okay.
His facial features twist. He gets a glare of murderous intent on his face. He almost seems like he's just itching for this fight.
Just to make sure, he is speaking Goblin, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just to make sure I'm not knowing what he's saying.
He seems like a beast unleashed. Like he's been holding back and he's been waiting for something like this.
He's been waiting for one of them goblins to screw up the piss, but now it's us.
Let's see. He's gonna come in at a charge.
I'm gonna jump that fire.
He's just gonna use his big old step to step right over those logs. Come right in on the nearest person. Okay, let's see what he can do.
Well, is he gonna have a melee attack on me?
He is taking that Morning Star and just taking it over his head and swinging straight down at him.
Another trait of the Morning Star.
Or sorry, mace. He has a mace.
Seems like now would be a good time for opportune parry or first.
Perhaps an opportune
Might be.
moment.
Well, oh, by the way, Amanda, you realize when I draw the hand axe, it happens to be made of silver.
Okay.
I'm just knowing this because right now Renault is in the middle of combat, so he's probably not going to notice.
So I will also make my attack roll. Can I do that? Oh, I rolled a 20 on that. I don't think that actually matters for.
No, it's an attack roll.
Let's see. I'm making an attack roll as though I were making an attack roll opportunity here.
Yep. So 20 counts.
Okay. So he gets a 13. So as he swings wildly down over you, you catch with the basket of your foil, and you knock it away.
Now, gonna go for that riposte.
Now I'm going for the riposte part. So I'll make another roll. This time I have a total of 19 to hit.
19 will do it.
Alright. Let's do a thing. 4 damage.
You catch him in the side, you drive it in, he bites down hard, he grabs at your hand, pushing it back at him, pushing you off him, but you can see a stream of blood flowing down. Who's next?
Caius.
Renault, are you calling that one?
Oh, I'm taking this one, yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm a little upset, frankly, that the goblin that I was fighting got stolen from out on me, but I'll take this one, I suppose.
He caught a case of the dead.
Okay, looks like I'll have to charge to do it, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm gonna charge straight at this goblin.
As he sees you bearing down over him with your large sword, his eyes go wide, his ears go down, he kind of gives you a look of,
Oh no!
I go for a non-lethal hit on this goblin.
He's too cheap to kill.
Also not gonna power attack.
his pitifulness has drained his strength from you.
It was pity that stayed Caius's hand.
So that's a 19 to hit.
A 19 will definitely hit.
Seven. 7 plus 4 equals 11, and I'm actually using this two-handed, so it's 2 more, so it's 13 damage to this goblin. Non-lethal.
You go rushing up on him, you switch to the blunt side, you bash him hard, and he goes out like a light.
Stay down.
Oh, you don't... He doesn't seem to hear you. He is out and out.
Do you want me to tip him over or remove him?
Go ahead and remove him.
Okay.
We'll just remember for after the fight that there is one that is not dead.
I am done.
Okay, goblins.
Let's see. Here you go. He's gonna move around. Come for you. He's gonna try to help. He's gonna get over here and get in the flank.
Oh no.
Try to help his boss overwhelm you.
Little did he know.
Okay. First, the goblin on Caius.
Okay.
I imagine a 10 does not do it.
No.
He comes running up, much fiercer than the previous one. Jumps up, his short sword in his hand. He sticks it in your armor and just goes, gee, as you're just feeling the but it's just not going anywhere.
Stop that. No.
The one going for Renault. He seems a little sneakier, gets down low, kind of does the sidestep thing, moves in.
Gets that +2 flanking bonus.
And 19.
Well,
Good thing you mentioned that.
that'll hit, yeah.
Okay.
Only barely. What's he got?
He comes slashing in. Seems to mainly catch cloth though, but he does get a slight nick in for 1 damage.
You better get your tetanus shot after that.
Yep.
Kind of gives you a nice scratch on the backside of the thigh. And that's all the goblins.
If someone could get this annoyance off of me, that'd be great.
Sure.
And now you're being flanked.
And punch.
Starting to look like a game of checkers here.
No.
She only gets 1 punch.
Yeah. She moved.
No, we're using the sword.
Oh, well.
We're using the stabby sword.
Okay, 19, which
With the
is
slashing
in
sword.
crit range.
Uh-oh.
But that's not confirmed.
I need to get some fits.
It would be helpful for
It
you.
would be helpful.
It's 1d6.
Fortunately, that 20 that I rolled was not a thing that I could crit on.
No.
Yeah.
So I did 2 damage to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. You slide in behind him. He kind of starts looking back and forth, just as he in that moment of hesitation, you bring the sword in and give him a nice slash across the back as he stumbles forward, looking back at you, sneering. Okay, who's next?
After me is Galix.
All right. I square up. I look the bugbear right in the eyes, raise my staff and yell, "The weight of our sins are heaviest on the wicked." And I cast Doom on him.
Okay.
It's a 14.
Let's see. And what is that? A will save?
Yeah, we'll say.
Okay. Let's see what he can do.
You're not directly attacking, so I'll allow it.
You focus your energies, you channel them, you send them forth in a dark pulse. They start to overwhelm. As he sheer ferocity, he seems to shrug it off.
No, he's a good guy. Okay. He knows what he's about.
That's
Okay.
the impression you got?
He's a nice boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he got a 19 on that resist.
Yep.
Okay,
Wait,
who's next?
If I didn't move, can I cast another one?
Nope.
No.
Oh,
That's
but you get
bottom
the
of
standard action.
Okay.
Bottom of the round, top of the round.
No.
Alright, so I'm gonna take a 5-foot step that way. So I'm still within the range of the bugbear there, but not being flanked anymore. And I'm going to make an attack on the bugbear. And I'm gonna roll a 1.
Nice.
It's shaping about like expected.
You go in for a quick thrust, but as soon as he seems to see the move that you're going for and turns and gets his shoulder pad right in there, and the foil just kind of bends. Who's next?
More drags.
Okay.
Ben's like damaged or Ben's
No.
I'll
It's just
go
it's
ahead
kind of
and move over.
and then he goes
Go
right
ahead.
back to shape.
I'll charge over here and attack the goblin with my axe.
Okay.
24.
24 will definitely hit.
4. 8 damage.
You swing you bring your axe up. He sets his short sword and goes ready to block. As it comes down, it collides with his short sword, but he doesn't seem to have the strength to stop you as you just go down in one clean chop and cleave him in two.
Come on.
Okay, who's next?
Bugbear.
More drafts.
The bugbear, resetting himself from that block, draws back his mace again and comes in for you.
Well, I'm gonna opportune parry and ghost again.
Okay.
I was thinking of interrupting with fighting the bugbear, so.
This time I got a 15 on my roll.
So yeah,
15?
I don't care.
He got a 17. As you come up to block, he shoves you off guard with his other hand. As he continues through, does the 17 actually hit you still?
No.
He shoves you off, but you catch yourself quickly and dash out of the way as he just collides, bam, with the ground, throwing up dirt. Who is next?
Caius.
Glad that it wasn't being flanked.
I look at the little monk in the corner who's upset about losing an opponent and him being upset for someone attacking his, and look at this goblin in front of me and how little damage it's probably going to be doing to me. I'm like, oh no! Can someone come over here and help me? I think that my grip on my sword is loose. Rough. I got an 18 on my bluff.
Well, unless anyone who thinks that he can beat the 18, he seems much more authentic than he actually said it.
Natural 1.
No, you think
I'll save
he's
you.
in trouble. He is in so legit trouble that you better get over there quick.
I'm going to.
I just barely figured it out because I also rolled an 18 on it.
I'm gonna 5-foot step over this direction with him, and I'm going to, actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna take my movement, so I provoke.
He's gonna try it. Oh, poor goblin. No, he's still just seeing that same hard spot in your armor.
I'm gonna try to block with the blade, and as it hits the blade, I'm gonna drop the blade.
As he cackles loudly, feeling that he's bested you.
I pull out my spike gauntlet and kind of take up a defensive stance.
The goblin seems to be emboldened by this.
Well, it's now the goblin's turn.
Oh, he thinks he's gonna come in.
Gotcha.
He grips his short sword with two hands. He's gonna swing wildly.
I go to block with my gauntlets. See how well I do.
I imagine a 13 does not.
No.
As he comes in, as he swings in, you kind of just knock it away with your gauntlet.
I'm trying to make it more dramatic than normal. Yeah, no, I'm gonna roll bluff to try to convince this goblin that he's also a threat. I got a 21 on trying to make this goblin feel like he's powerful.
Oh no! He takes that swing, kind of looks at you, recalling. Ah! It looks like he's entirely full. He thinks he's going to get the better of you.
Great.
This guy is convinced that he is winning this fight at this point.
Okay, good. Just where I need it.
I'm glad me and the goblin are on the same wavelength here.
So I believe that's the only goblin left at this point. Okay, who's next?
It certainly
Me.
seems like he's convincing you that he's in trouble. That's for sure.
Yeah.
When he dropped his weapon, and this goblin seems
know.
to be winning.
And my natural 1 says I'm probably willing to provoke.
It looks like you're at least going to provoke an attack from the bugbear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you mean
Yep.
by
Let's see.
provoking.
Are you still going to be able to get there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I can scoot between the bugbear and the fire, I think there's probably enough room.
Yeah. Just enough
Let's see how
space.
this goes.
I mean, you could go through the fire.
Do the fires in
I don't
front, you
have
carry
enough
on.
movement for that. If
That's
I
fair.
did, I would do a flip over the fire because I'm cool like that.
Well, then we have to tell you, Jack.
Okay. You take off running, you slide underneath Mordrex, you dive in between Renault and the bugbear. As you land, you do this nice little somersault. as you look back fairly confident of your success, you see that the bugbear has turned towards you and is now swinging down hard at you.
Uh-oh.
Does an 18 hit?
Ow, yes.
You'll be fine.
He didn't roll very high.
So you'll
For
be fine.
5 damage. Crack!
See, you'll be fine.
Ow.
You're getting our mouse.
As I see her get hit by that, she starts running past him like, no.
Oh.
Oh.
I was too convincing.
But you make it to your goblin.
Okay. Let's try to kill this goblin.
Save him.
I'm not.
Don't forget flanking.
Yeah, don't forget.
Yeah,
the
you
flanking
are flanking.
bonus. I am not actually on a
22.
22, that will hit.
4 damages.
You come in behind him and just nail him right in the back with him being just entirely focused on his enemy. He goes, "Ah!" and whips around while he didn't even seem to be aware that you were there, and is now just kind of switching his gaze between the two of you.
Thank goodness. Thank you.
Okay, who's next?
Diplomacy.
As I'm just bleeding a little from the side of the head. No problem.
You're quite well.
14 on diplomacy.
Okay, so after me is Calyx.
Okay, Doom didn't work. Let's try something else. Look up the bugbear, and I'll cast the tool of the demon filled with burning wrath as I cast burning disarm on his mace thing he's holding.
Oh, the reflex save on this one just means he can drop it, right?
Yes.
There's no way he's going to.
Okay.
He is committed to try to throttle this human. He hasn't throttled anyone in a few days.
2d4 points of fire damage per caster level. Super. So that's 1 plus 3 damage total.
He holds on to it.
Yeah.
You hear the smell, or you can smell the scent of cooking flesh and burning hair as his weapon heats up to a red hot. But he keeps a hold of it.
Yeah.
But it did seem to do him some notable damage. Okay, who's next?
So, bottom of the round. Top.
Yep.
Or no?
My turn. Well, seems like a good time to make an attack on this bug.
You know you've got this.
Fingers crossed. That's a respectable roll there. Looks like a 22.
22 will definitely hit.
And that's 9 damage.
9 damage. Would you like to describe it?
Let's see, the last thing he was doing was attacking her, right?
Yep.
Well, I guess as he's returning his focus to me after making his attack on her, I faint a little to one side and then catch him through the neck.
Crimson pours down the front of his chest as he first slumps to his knees. He reaches for you with his offhand, trying to grab at you, but his grip quickly loosens as he falls face forward onto the ground.
Because his hand was burned.
He's dead from the burning hand.
Yeah, that's the thing that killed him.
Okay, who's next?
Mordrax.
Okay, I'm gonna go
The
ahead.
sword through the neck was merely aesthetic damage.
Yeah, I can believe that. I'm also gonna go ahead and attack the guy.
I'm like
Do you need more help with that goblin over there?
no, I think we've got this goblin.
You sure?
I think
It looked like you were having a lot of trouble.
I think Poppy has this goblin.
Because I think Poppy can probably take the goblin. I don't think Mordrax is going to be enough to handle it. We're probably going to need Poppy on this one.
Are you gonna attempt to just hold me back or something?
No,
I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, same way saying.
Because I'm the character who's just like, nope, bears are in combat. I'm 15.
15 will do it. Oh, wait, no. 15 will narrowly miss. Unless is he...
I'm not flanking with
I'm-
him.
Nope. As you come sliding in, since he was just turning his gaze back and forth, he sees you coming in, quickly takes a jump back, and you end up just chopping into the dirt. Okay, who's next?
Dead. Caius.
Let's see.
Hold him
You
down
guys
so
doing
she
okay
can
with that
punch him.
goblin over there?
It's fine. Poppy has it.
You can tell this
pick up your
goblin's
sword.
pretty spooked at this point. His confidence has quickly worn off.
Should I do the deed? I'm trying to decide if I should try to grapple him. Yeah, why not? I'm going to attempt to grapple this goblin.
Okay.
I do not have improved grapple, so he does have an attack of opportunity on me for doing so.
He's gonna take it. I imagine an 18 will get you.
18 will get me.
Okay, as you go to lean in, he sees an open spot in your armor around the neck and just goes and gets you for 4 damage.
Okay. That was in my head. Maybe this wasn't a good idea, but you know what?
And his CMD is 12.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You do get a hold of him though.
I've got him, puppy.
As he's kicking and screaming.
Quick, get him before he gets out.
She
Does
fails you both.
Does the goblin get anything on his turn?
No, he'll
He'll get a chance to.
yeah, he'll try to break it. No,
No. It's good.
he is stuck there.
I dropped it here.
Good
Here
job.
you go. I need to get you guys clipboards or something.
Wait,
Mine's is right here. I'm nowhere.
Okay.
Okay, we need to get her a clipboard because her part of the table's always missing.
Alright, so I am going to use Flurry of Blows because this is a very serious situation.
I hope you punch
It's
through
so
the.
serious.
I hope you punch through the goblin, Nick,
Everybody's
guys.
flat-footed.
I am riding that nat 1.
-2 on all attack rolls and combat move checks. -4 on penalty on dexterity. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, no, he's...
it's not going to take a lot to hit him.
Okay, so 18,
18 will do it.
5 damage.
Boom! Done.
There we go.
Oh!
Was that lethal or non-lethal?
I mean, I was using my sword, so
Oh.
that was lethal.
You
You
punched him with
come
your
in with
sword.
with a slash. You catch him through here, and he just
I
I'm
like.
just gonna let him go. And...
face down the dirt, full of red pulling around him.
Good. You guys managed to take out the boss.
I was a little worried about that for the minute.
I'm fine.
Okay.
It's just a little bit of a sadness.
Goblin on a pet bugbear.
Yep.
I kind of take the one goblin that I didn't kill.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of pick him up. I don't think this one's a problem. I think we leave him alone.
I thought we weren't taking a pet goblin.
I'm putting him over here, behind this log in this hollow. I'm gonna hide him here.
As you examine the scene, everything seems to be pretty much generic objects, generic weapons. Not a lot of clues of where they've come to or from, except for except for this pig they have on the spit. It doesn't look like a wild boar or anything like that. It is a well-fed farm pig.
I almost forgot. When we were coming up, I was thinking, if we take these guys out, we get a roasted pig.
Yeah, I know.
You do get a roasted pig.
Yep.
Let's sit here and think about this for
Exactly.
a while.
But like I said, it
Let's-
is a nice plump
Yes,
farm-raised
let's think
pig.
about this.
That's it. I mean, let's not make any hasty decisions here. Break
No.
out some spices right here.
How close to done does this pig look?
It looks like they've kind of only just started cooking it.
So we got a while still.
Well, look for a brand or something. See if it has a brand on it. See if it's from a farm.
I could probably cast.
Okay.
Wait, where wrote I here? Let's see.
Examine
It'll come around.
You don't see a brand.
Okay, no brand. Any kind of markers or anything that looks like it's actually a.
No, but it definitely looks like a domesticated pig.
Okay. Well, it's definitely a pig.
Looking down, there is a farm that's like very much in view of this campsite, and you're pretty sure the other one was also in pretty close view of that particular farm as well.
That farm. We should check it.
Can I cast Burning Disarm on the spick to cook it faster?
Doesn't seem wise.
That really
I don't think that would cook it evenly.
Yeah, that would be the
I
It
think
sounds
that
like it's
might
going to burn
burn
the
it.
center.
It's just
Oh,
all
it'd be like a
juicy
marshmallow.
outside, ash inside.
No, it would be like a pizza roll. Right?
On the outside, lava on the inside. Cold on the outside, lava on the inside.
Will it burn my mouth? It will destroy her mouth.
Okay, I draw a picture for this goblin on a piece of paper. It's just a picture of him smiling and happy, and a picture of me next to him smiling and happy. And then, like, kind of a general map of the area, and for him to go away from people. And then I put it next to him, and like, okay, well, that goblin's taken care of.
Forever.
Sure.
He'll definitely never form his own band of mercenaries and return to defeat us.
Anyways.
Did you knock him out, or is he just really hurt?
Oh, he is knocked out.
Oh. I poke him with my stick.
Yeah.
Don't poke him with the stick. He's been through enough.
He's taking a well-deserved nap.
Whack on the head! Bad goblin.
Yeah! Here, I got a dagger.
Do
Do
anything?
it faster. Here, take my dagger.
It's true, he never got the chance to do anything.
What are you talking about?
He didn't do anything.
What are you talking about? I killed the bugbear.
No, I'm talking about...
Oh, the goblin.
The goblin didn't do anything. And you did a lovely job burning his hand to kill him.
I did.
Yeah.
Thank you. I want it noted.
Okay, well, we should probably... How about this? I'll tend to the roast. You scout out ahead at the farm to make sure there aren't people being killed.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I'll just get spotted again.
All right. Let's go talk to the people of the farm.
I should be fine here, maybe. Maybe stay one more person stay. Maybe. Up to you guys.
Okay.
I think we stay here and we roast this pig.
There might be people down there.
It doesn't look like there's people down there.
Okay?
Okay, you stay with the pig and we'll go look.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. If you insist.
Okay.
Okay. Who all's on sneaking down to the farm?
Wait, you're not.
Okay, well, you want to protect
I thought you.
Okay,
I thought-
we
I thought that was the
all right,
guy.
we will, okay.
I have to protect you from other goblins that may come along that you can't defend yourself.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
really not very good at fighting.
As you guys are making your way down,
Zombies.
the first odd thing that you guys notice is a Gripply sitting up on one of the fence posts, just kind of keeping his head down. At first you thought it was like an owl or something perched up there. There's like a large owl. But when you get close, it's definitely a Gripply. And you can tell that he has a chain attached to his leg and attached to the fence post as well. He's kind of just...
Oh, it's a watch Gripply.
down like this, keeping an eye out. Go ahead and make your stealth rolls.
Oh, it's a watch Gripply.
25.
20.
So far, you guys are going unnoticed.
25.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't seem to spot you guys.
Well, good thing I
He
stayed
looks... Now that you can get close enough to get a good look at him, he looks emaciated. He has rashes. He has marks from being beaten. And has kind of a twitchy look to him.
Free him.
What are you guys doing?
I guess. Still have my axe. I guess I could try to. I'm actually going to be like, no, what? I actually don't like this sort of dream. So I'm actually going to attempt to sneak up to him and attempt to free him.
Okay, are you going to kind of come out enough for you to see him, or for him to see you?
Yeah.
As you appear, he goes,
As I'm trying to actually take the axe over to the chain and try to cut open that way.
Okay. A few quick, quiet swings, and you bust the chain. It seems like it didn't seem to be a really well put together chain. Just something strong enough to kind of keep the Gripply there. He looks over his shoulder, looks at you, and quickly hops down.
More drags, the Gripply Whisperer.
What now? What now? They find us.
Who finds you?
The big ones. As he looks back over at the farmhouse, and it's since this is kind of towards the edge of town, it's kind of a more ramshackle farmhouse.
Sunsmoto.
It's just your go-to for everybody, isn't it?
Yep, 16.
16. He's terrified. You don't think he's totally convinced he can trust you yet, And you think that looking back might have something to do with him being like, do I just turn him in or do I go with him? The creature is clearly panicked.
I'm going to attempt to poke my head out and say, run for the hills. And diplomacy. For a 20.
Yes, heals. And he starts heading off that direction, kind of dragging the chain behind him through the wet grass of the evening.
Oh.
This is a good pig.
Okay.
Does smell like it will be delicious.
Let's go creep up and see if we can see in the window.
Yes.
Up. Up.
Well, with their watch griply taken care of and those stealth rolls you guys got, creeping up, you can get to the window. Inside, the farmhouse is wrecked. You see, sitting on top of just kind of a pile of debris, is a very large bugbear sitting there with a mace in one hand, a shield on his other. You see a woman that seems to be a human, just kind of giving him food. And a man sits in the corner. It looks like his legs are broken. You see several goblins in there, and then one other bugbear, not as big as him, in there as well.
This is gonna be so pissed.
We're gonna have to get this, like...
Sorry, stage whispering.
Yes, Mage Whisper.
We're gonna have to get this, like, now, probably. Do you think we can get their attention from down here without alerting? I don't think so.
I think, let's see. I might be able to do something.
I sure hope nothing happens to draw us away from this pig.
As you guys are resting up there, you hear the sound of something approaching.
I stopped spinning the roast, but only I go for the sword, change hands on what I'm spinning.
You see a small beating Gripply enter the campground with dragging a chain behind him.
Are you
Kind of
okay? I put my sword down immediately. Like,
Oh,
are you okay?
smelled food
We have food. We're cooking food. Are you okay? Where are you from?
from far away, from swamp. Bad things came and took me out of swamp.
Here's some actually prepared food. I give them some rations.
He takes it and he just starts eating them as quick as
Were
he
you
can.
down at
He
the
seems
farm?
famished.
Are there people down on the farm?
Man, woman, children.
All right. I guess we leave the pig. Do you think you can watch this pig for us?
Yes. I eat it. I can eat, right?
Yes. Be careful. He's unconscious, but there is a goblin over there. No, it's fine. It's fine. He doesn't have any weapons. Here's his weapon.
He grips it tightly.
Don't kill him.
You sure?
I don't think he's.
Should probably kill.
I don't
Goblin's
think he's.
very bad.
I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's
Even
going to
though
fight.
I'm nowhere near this, I agree.
Yeah.
But we should go down there.
I think that while she's feeding him something, I can just catch it and try to make him choke on something. The fat one.
What?
Yeah.
We start heading down.
Yeah.
Poetic.
Go ahead.
I tell him to
Poetic.
keep turning the spit, though.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
No.
We'll be back.
I think I can. I think
seems
once
nice.
she's feeding him stuff,
Yeah.
so I think I can use a spell to try and just force a piece of food into his throat and just hold
That
it
way
there.
it looks like an accident.
What kind of spell?
It's ghost hand or mage hand. Ghost hand.
As you
Mage
guys
hand.
are talking, you hear the sounds of
Well, whispering anyway.
I'm sorry, whispering. You hear the sounds of someone approaching from behind.
We're here to attack you.
Draw my sword.
You see these two ne'er-do-wells coming out of the tree line.
No, should we also
Stop.
stealth?
Yeah.
They're gonna bust it. Well, I got a 24,
I got a 12.
so you know.
And it's still not enough, like, with them being on the other side of the wall, it's still not enough to alert them. You're not being that loud.
Quiet. I need to work on this for you.
I'm sorry. sorry.
Okay. There's people in there, and some bugbears and some goblins, and the people are being held captive. So we need to take care of it.
Get them out of here?
Yes.
We probably should lure them outside. That way
I don't know how.
Oh, I know what I can do.
We could make a lot of noise.
I have a.
I could go make a lot of noise.
Or I could make something that can cause noise, and then we sneak them all out and just get away.
I think we should stop these people. We point to the bugbears.
Well, I don't disagree with that idea, though.
You just
We
go
can
get the
we can
card.
get them out, and
just-
then we can fight them.
Okay. I'm not going to be sneaky enough to get them out.
Just
Ooh. You get their attention
Pull out my shield.
out here being loud, and
Okay.
and some of them will come out and try to get you, and we'll. Is there a back door?
Looking around, it's kind of a small farmhouse. There's not a back door to it.
Okay.
I'll lure them out.
You lure them out, and then we'll just from the sides just.
That sounds good. Does everyone agree with this plan?
I agree with this plan.
Sure. As long as the
Okay.
plan involves attacking them.
I will go get their attention.
Okay, you guys ready to do this?
Yes.
Yeah,
That wasn't another person there, was it?
No.
Okay.
Okay, you guys are pumped. So you ready to hit the board?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll catch you guys next time on Cursed Dice Heroes. And remember, may your dice always strike true. We'll pick it up here next Wednesday. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out our adventure so far, and there's so much adventure left to come. If you guys did enjoy it, please give us a like, a share, a subscribe, anything like that really helps. And if you really enjoyed it, check out our Patreon. We have a lot of cool stuff over there. And if you're looking for more hijinks with the Cursed Dice Hero crew, check out Chris's Vampire the Masquerade game. It's been really fun so far. I really look forward to seeing where it goes, and you get to see me as one of the players. But until next time, may your dice always strike true.